They sang Silent Night and held up signs like this one, which reads, "Jesus is the reason." The hundreds protested a sign on the inside of the Capitol building that's a part of this year's state holiday display, but is fueling a national outcry. It's a winter solstice sign sponsored by the Atheistic Freedom from Religion Foundation that calls religion, quote, myth and superstition that hardens hearts and enslaves minds. The atheist sign is displayed along with a Christmas tree and a nativity scene. Participants at the rally believe the sign is an insult to people of faith.
Don't talk to Christians like that, and don't treat people like that. That's not right. It's not integrous. It's not honest.
Washington state leaders say a previous federal lawsuit led the state to implement a policy that allows groups to sponsor a display regardless of the viewpoint.
This is not about me personally. It's not about my personal religion. This is about the First Amendment and respecting views that I don't necessarily agree with, but that have a right to express themselves.
But not all leaders are on board. Republican state lawmakers are considering a law that would force the sign to be removed.
Well, freedom of speech does not mean hate speech, doesn't mean we promote bigotry.
The chief counsel of the American Center for Law and Justice, Jay Sekulow, tells CBN News it boils down to the state avoiding viewpoint discrimination.
The state has opened up this area to a variety of private groups to put up displays at Christmas times. If a state makes that decision, they can't discriminate on the basis of viewpoint, even if it's something you really object to. That's very different from a situation where the state is controlling what goes into those areas. But when the state opens it up for general access, that includes access for the dissenter.
Another sign has since been put up in the Washington State Capitol building, countering the one displayed by atheists.
My first reaction was to really just be as derogatory as their sign was and put something up like, hey, I believe in Jesus Christ, and if you don't, that's okay because you're going to fry like a Jimmy Dean Creole sausage and on Judgment Day. But that would be just as derogatory as the atheist sign. So what I wanted to do is make a statement for God and let God and everyone know that there is a God. There's one God. There is one devil. There is angels. There is heaven. There is hell. And that the superstition and the myth is atheism, not God.
Mark Martin, CBN News.